This is what saved my skin every single time that I had an event and I had a pimple come up out of nowhere. Literally one day to the next, pimple, poof, gone. Hey YouTube, welcome to my tube. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys my #1 tip for getting rid of a pimple overnight. It sounds like a fraud, but I promise you, I've been doing this for years and every single time it works out. Also, quick disclaimer, ignore my shadow in the background. Both the lights that I used to face my front side died, so I'm using my side lights to be my front. So just bear with me because every time I move, my shadow's gonna be there with me. Okay, so first things first, the only makeup I have on right now is my brows and mascara for the purpose of the video, because if not, I would come on here with like a dead face. But I wanted to look presentable, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I have on. This is my regular skin, nothing at all. And if you see, I have a pimple right here. I'm gonna zoom you in just a few seconds, but first I wanna talk about a little bit like prep before I get into what I do. So first things first, of course you have to have a clean face when you do this. So go ahead and wash your face with whatever cleanser you like to use. I like to use one that has some sort of salicylic acid or something that's good for my skin. I use the La Roche-Posay one. I swear by that one, but ever since I started working for Sephora, I've tried out some other ones and there's some really, really good ones that I like too, like the Use to the People one. And First Aid is always great and it works for everyone. The First Aid cleanser, really, really good. After you wash your skin, do not put anything on it. And I know that sounds crazy, but because we're gonna be picking, I don't wanna use picking, but because we're gonna be, you know, doing stuff on our skin, you rather just have a clean base with no lotion, no SPF, no nothing. And then after that, you can go ahead and go in with all your regular things that you like to use. But for right now, when it comes to dealing with the pimple, don't do anything. Don't put anything on. And of course, wash your hands, because of course you're gonna be dealing with your hands. I'm gonna show you because there are some tools that I use, but for the most part, you know, your hands, you'll always use them. And you should be washing your hands before you clean your face anyway, because if not, all the dirt from your hands will transfer to your face and you're essentially working against everything you're doing at the moment. So that's that. So I, of course, use pimple patches. I like the Walgreens brand. Don't come from my box because it's been around forever. This is how you know I don't get pimples often, because this box looks like it's gone through hell and back and it's still there and I still have pimple patches. But I just use the Walgreens one, or if not, I use this one, which I think I got on Amazon. It's called the Acne Cover Patch, the original by Averell. Also has gone through it. Don't judge me. The next thing I have is this little pimple popping toolkit. My parents actually got this for me, so I don't know where it's from, but you can get it from like Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Amazon. They literally sell it in all different places, and it just looks like this. So it just brings like all the different tools for pimple popping, and then it does have like a little tweezer there. I don't use all the tools because I don't think they're necessary. However, there is one in particular that I do like to use. It's, well, two in particular that I do like to use, and it's really just these two. It's these two here. So this one at the bottom has a point, as you can tell, and then this one just has the loop, and this is what you use essentially to pull the pimple out. And then this one has 2 loops, as you can tell. So it has one loop here and then it has another loop here. This one is good for like if you have a lot of extractions to use, you can go back and forth. And also I know one of the ends, I think it's this triangular one, the triangular end right here. This one is for blackheads and the other one is for like whitehead pimples. And then this one, this is the man of the hour right here, the one with the point. Another tip, just like I mentioned about cleaning your hands, of course you have to keep your tools clean, so it's important to keep them sterile. You can clean them with alcohol if you use them like throughout the day or like you're in a hurry, but if you have time, I always recommend boiling them after a certain amount of uses, because obviously like little things can stay stuck even with alcohol. So it's just best to like keep them sterile, especially because this is something that you're gonna be using on your face and you need things to be clean. If not, you're gonna develop more acne or just like other infections and stuff like that, which you don't need. So make sure you keep your tools sterile and keep your hands clean and sterile. This works depending the pimple you have. The one I'm working with today is a whitehead. This also works with a blackhead that's ready to come out. Anything that's below the surface, this isn't gonna work because I've tried it and it doesn't work. If something that is happening below, it's not gonna do the job, so I wouldn't even try it. For that, I might recommend something like the lotion just to like bring it to the surface or to work deeper into the skin. But this works for like on the surface pimples, things like that. Another thing that I'm gonna tell you guys really quick is you cannot mess with the pimple more than this because you will have an acne scar or some sort of bruising. And if you have an event the next day, you just don't want that. So this is like the most minimal, like the most minimal bothering that we're gonna do with the pimple, and then we're gonna leave it alone for the rest of the night until the next day. To move back for that. What you're gonna want to do is I like to stretch my skin a little, and with the pointy side you're gonna go ahead and stab it right in the middle. Check if it's ready. If it's not, you might have to stab it in a different area. Sometimes I like to go in an angle instead of going straight into the pimple, just because I feel like sometimes at the angle it's easier to like pop it, and then going straight in, it just feels like you're gonna stab yourself. So we're gonna go with that method now. Oh, there he goes. You're gonna squeeze it a little, nothing crazy. You can even use Q-tips for this. I like to just go in with my fingers, which is why I'm saying keep hands clean, and then just pop it. You don't want to do too much pressure where you're like potentially giving yourself a bruise, but you definitely want to take out as much as possible. See? I like to go around the pimple when I squeeze it, because sometimes the way the pimple is formed, it's obviously a circle on your face, so you don't know where exactly the pus or whatever you want to call it is coming from. So it could be from like this angle, but then if you squeeze it this way, more can come out. So the second time around, I just like to go around the pimple and see if more stuff comes out. If you start to see that clear liquid comes out, stop messing with it. Stop messing with it. See, something shot out there. If you see blood, it is okay. It just means that you're getting to the part of the pimple that is almost done. You can continue squeezing just to see. Okay, I have clear liquid coming out of it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to clean it one more time. And that pimple is done. No more messing with it. No more touching it. You're gonna go ahead and put a pimple patch. Grab it with like the edge of my nail right now. Put it in the middle. Press it down. Make sure it's on right. Make sure that it's on your pimple. Stop touching it. Okay. As you can see, I obviously have a little bit of redness. That's completely normal. Obviously, you were picking at your skin. Of course, some redness is going to happen. What you're trying to avoid is having an acne scar and also any bruising. I don't know if you've ever done it where like you squeeze a pimple to a point where you literally have like your nail dent or your whatever you're using dented into your skin. Yeah, that's most likely gonna cause some sort of bruising and an acne scar, which is not what you want, because this way you're saving yourself from having any of that, which is 10 times harder to get rid of than a small little pimple like this. I have one, so that's all I have to do, but obviously the more pimples you have, you just keep doing the same procedure until you get rid of all the pimples that you want to get rid of. This is going to save your life. I promise you and I guarantee you. I have done this for years, and it works every single time. And really quick, the reason that you put the pimple patch after it's popped is because since it's already into wherever the pus is coming from, the pimple patch is just gonna finish taking out any remainder that you couldn't take out with your fingers or with the Q-tips or whatever you use to take it out, and you are set to have a great day the next day. This is a tip I swear by. I promise you. And if you try it, please leave me a comment below, because I need to know if this works for anyone else. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I saved you guys from another day, from another pimple. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm gonna be showing you, I can't. Will it focus? Thank you.